Okay, so this is what a guy actually did to me.
Okay.
Shall I say?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So someone that I had a thing with years ago, I bumped into at a party. I had a boyfriend at the time, and he said to me, I couldn't stop thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you, whatever. He had a partner as well. Anyway, fast forward, I split up with my partner, and he ended up contacting me and was like, I literally can't stop thinking about you, and I'm not sexually attracted to my partner, X, Y, Z. And I was like, look, I'm not getting into this. I'm not, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, it's hard.
So I didn't, but I kept him on social media. Anyway, he went on to marry this girl. He went on to marry her, and they are married to this day. And I think, why do men do that? Like,
Do what?
why do they marry the woman that they don't want or not sexually attracted to? Why? I don't get that, because I know a few people that have said they're not happy with not from my perspective, from friends, not happy with the girl, and they've gone on to marry them.
Well, let's say happy with the girl. Do you mean they're not attracted to her?
Not attracted to them, yeah.
Because men don't choose a wife because of how she looks. He chooses for other qualities.
Okay.
Men will choose a girlfriend
So bad.
based on how she... Well, is it though?
Yeah, but I would be
What he did wasn't
devastated
okay. Obviously,
if
that's
my
not okay.
partner was messaging other women saying he wasn't sexually attracted to me, didn't enjoy the sex. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
yeah.
If he's saying like he didn't enjoy the sex, that's pretty bad. And he shouldn't be telling you that, but I reckon
Yeah.
he might be saying that just because he might be seeing if he can indulge in that with you.
Finesse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he can indulge in that with you. Because the truth is, when it comes to like serious commitment and marriage, like guys will compromise on looks if
Yeah.
she has other qualities in spades. So if she's quite nurturing, if she's a place of peace for him, if
Yeah.
she's a really good support for him, she may not be the best looking girl he's ever been with, but he will choose her for those qualities.
Yeah.
Though it can happen where if a guy has been with a girl that he's found very attractive and it just didn't work out because you guys weren't in the same place, you weren't compatible, it can happen where he like reminisces and he's like, I remember like the chemistry with Shanice was so good and we had so much fun back then and stuff. Maybe before I get married, I can just have one quick time with her or something.
Right.
And it could have been that.
Yeah.
It could have been that.
One last time.
Yeah, 100%. Have you ever reached out to a guy that you dated before?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Because I still fancy them.
Did you end things or did he end things?
He ended things, yeah.
And you reached out to him?
Yeah, I reached out to him.
What made you? Why
I'm
did you
not
react to him that time?
shy. I'm not shy with things
Okay.
like that. I'm still in contact with, a few people from my past, and you probably shouldn't because it's really unhealthy, but I still have a good relationship with a couple of my exes. So, but I don't meet them. I don't,
Yeah.
we don't do anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm quite open to reach out and being like in contact with people from my past.
Okay. And what do you say? What do you say?
Like, hey.
You're just like, hey.
Hey, how are you? Yeah.
And
How you been?
And what makes you? Why do you reach out to them then? Like, what is it? Is it that you see something on Instagram? Is it that you've been wanting to reach out to them for a while and you're just like, okay, I'm just going to do it? Like, what makes you do that?
There's a couple of people that have been in my life that just like live rent free in my head. Like, they're just
What do you
like the
mean?
ones that got away. Like,
Okay.
and when I say a couple of people, it is a couple of people because it's not just one person.
What is it about them that you just are
just
drawn
everything. Just like, yeah, the chemistry, the fun factor. Just, I think if I was in a different place in my life when we met, or they were in a different place in, when we met, and, things could be very different,
I get that. So let me ask you a question. Let's say you meet a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the most attractive guy,
Yeah.
but like he's somewhat attractive. They're okay, I'm going to give this a chance. Let me widen my net.
Yeah.
And
I know what you're going to say.
then he, through personality and everything, you became more attracted to him and then you have this great relationship and then you get engaged. Then one of the ones that got away slides back into your DMs, just like how that guy slid into your DMs. It's just like, I've been thinking about you. I'm not as attracted to my partner as I was to you. How would you handle that situation?
Yeah, I'm very loyal when I'm with someone. And if I was genuinely happy with that person, I would be with them for a reason. Like, I wouldn't be with anyone if I weren't happy. Obviously, you know, sometimes we do for a little bit and then we get out. But yeah, no, I wouldn't entertain anyone else while I'm with someone ever. Like, that's just not who I am.
Would you stay connected to the guys that live rent-free in your head?
Not if I was engaged, not if I was serious with someone. I wouldn't be talking to someone if I'm in a relationship, put it that way. But if someone reached out to me and said, oh, just checking in, you're okay, I'd be like, yeah, I hope you are too, kind of thing.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, no, when I was with my ex, I did not literally engage in any sort of friendships, replies, nothing at all with anyone who was male. I wasn't allowed, even if it was just a friend, you know.
Okay.
But I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't, I'd never cheat, put it that way. I think there just comes a point as well where you do have to cut off people from your past.
I agree.
And yeah, I mean, I know with the person who I'm like thinking of, we joke around. We say, oh, you know, if we're both single when we're like 35, like then maybe we'll end, you know, it's one of those. But, you know, we're probably too...
Is he with someone?
No, probably too similar, both of us.
So how come, so are you single?
Yes.
So you're both single?
Yep.
But you're not choosing each other. Why?
Because both lives in different countries and
okay. Okay. Circumstantial.
Like
that makes sense.
It's not deep, but when I say one that got away, if I met someone who had that exact same kind of everything that I had, I mean, and it worked, I'd be way off the market, you know? It's just because I'm not getting that with anyone else. And that's like, why am I not getting that?
Do you think this other guy is playing the field?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Would you be in a long distance relationship with him where you're not exclusive? Because he would probably take that. He would probably take that.
Yeah, I don't know. I get very jealous when I fall in love. At the beginning, no. But I think I'm kind of like, sometimes I think, oh, I could be quite open-minded. And then other times I look back at my past relationships and think, hell no. Absolutely not. I would have killed a bitch.
I get that for sure.
So I'm like, where I've been on my own for so long, I am quite like open-minded. And I think, no, like, don't be so serious. Like, just, you know, chill and, you know. But then actually, I'm not sure how I would play it if I started getting proper feelings, you know.
Yeah. No, I hear that. What's something else you want to ask? Let's go on the list.
Okay, on the list. Okay, so this is one that quite a few people have asked me about. Yep. And I work in the beauty industry, so I get a lot of girls come to me saying this has happened to them.
Yeah.
They've had a guy who has chased them for a long, long period of time. They have not given up. And eventually the girl has caved and been like, why not? You know, I'm single. Why not? You're not a bad catch. You know, let's go. So they go on the day, probably have I don't know, everyone's different, but everyone said a couple of dates or something. And then eventually they end up getting intimate. Then the guy goes to them. And they're like, why? Like, why has that happened? Why wouldn't a man just tell the woman straight up, I'm just looking for fun. I just want a bit of fun.
Why do you think he doesn't say that?
Well, because he thinks she's not going to go ahead with it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I do think...
doesn't make it okay.
For myself, my own personal opinion.
Yep.
I think men should be more forthright because actually it's more attractive. If a man says to you, I just want to have a bit of fun with you, initially your first reply would be like, no.
Yeah.
But then you can think about it and you can decide, actually, are you the kind of person that I would really want to be with anyway? Are you the kind of person I would marry? Are you, you know, and a woman can make a decision off her own back, where if you're tricked into the situation, I think that's so wrong.
So I agree. A guy shouldn't lie about it,
Yeah.
and he shouldn't deceive the girl about it. I completely agree with you. But the whole thing of, if a guy just goes up to a girl and just say, hey, I just want to have a bit of fun with you, even if the girl's not looking for anything serious, even if she's in a place in herself where she's open to just having something casual, she's going to be insulted by that.
Yeah, but I mean, not straight away. I mean, go on a date and then make your feelings clear. I think what men tend to do sometimes is go on a couple of dates with you, and then they start the love bombing phase, and then they start like love bombing you, and then you're kind of thinking, potentially this might be my guy. And then you know, you think, right, I'm gonna eventually get intimate with them, and you do, and then
So sometimes what can happen, there's a couple of things that can happen at this point. So let me address the first thing of a guy trying it with a girl for years.
Yeah.
And then she finally caves, then they're intimate, and then he kind of goes. So with that, it could be that one, he wasn't in love with her, he was in love with the idea of her. And sometimes, and this happens where women will fall in love with the idea of the guy, right? And if he's in love with the idea of her, then once he has her in reality, it's like, because he's painted this whole image of her in his head that isn't real. It's a fantasy. And of course, no one's perfect. So then when he has her and realizes, oh, this is not the fantasy picture that I painted in my head, he's no longer infatuated with her.
That makes a lot of sense.
And then the other thing could be, and this isn't nice either, but it can be something that guys can do, is that if he's been trying for so long, essentially what that means is that she's been rejecting him for so long. And then when she finally caves in and he then has sex with her and then kind of goes, that's him now rejecting her.
Yeah, so that has happened to me once. And I was like, are you for real?
Yeah.
I didn't reach out to him. I left it. Like, It was over a period of time. It wasn't just like a couple of dates and goes.
Of course.
But it was still really insulting. And I was like, that's never happened to me before. I can't believe it.
Yeah. And it's interesting because it could be a thing of they're doing it so you know how they felt for so long. It could be a thing of now, you know, him feeling like he's taking the power. Like, before you've had the power because I was coming after you. Now we've had sex. I've got what I want. Now you want something from me, and now I'm rejecting you. So now if you want this, you have to pine after me. It could be that as well.
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
It
that
felt
happens.
like, you know, I'm a catch. You know, I'm good looking. Like,
it has. I don't know if I should say this, depending on who wants this. It's definitely happened for me, if I'm being honest, where.
What, the roles of reverse? Like,
so where, for example, maybe like there was a girl who I was into in like my 19, 20, 21, 22, and she wasn't feeling me, which is fair enough. And then as, you know, my career like took off and things were going well, she's kind of just slid back into my life, and she's like, hey, what you doing? And that's happened with a few girls. And I'm like, rah. I'm like, now because we all have two sides, right? The devil on my shoulder was like, yeah, bro, just have fun with them and then just dip.
Yeah.
And the angel on my shoulder was just like, yeah, but then they're going to think this of you. Is that good for your energy? I was like, nah. So I didn't play it that way. But I was in a position where that was tempting. You could
take that choice.
Because I was like, okay, cool. Like, you didn't want me before, and now you want me now?
Yeah, no, I get
like, you're not going to get me now when you said no to me before, because it's like, well, and sometimes guys can do that and it's not okay, but it happens.
Oh yeah, no, I get that 100%.
Hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode where that clip is from, then I want you to click right here where you can watch the full episode. And if you're ready to claim your man today, enroll in my program below, and I'll see you there. Wishing you an amazing day.